All right, so thank you guys so much for joining us today. This is prime time here at NHRL. Let's go check out our first 30-pound fight. Let's meet our competitors right now. And this is Ares, the resurgence of MIT Combat Robotics, bringing it out right now. This is a team that laid dormant since the pandemic. They are now back in full force. Oh, and there you see joining them, Mirage. Mirage is such a fascinating bot. Giant weapon, huge body, shuffler pods?
Yeah, surprising to see the shuffler pods tucked away in the back there. That's interesting.
This is just such an amazing robot. Look, they're turning it on right now from underneath. They're gonna flip it back over and get it ready to go. Now, I gotta say this. We've seen Mirage go up against similarly well-driven vertical spinners today. They've struggled a little bit. But here we see Mirage qualifies, and Ares, if they win, Anxiety qualifies. That's just how the math shakes out today. So Mirage hoping to stay in the bracket and hoping to qualify for the World Championships at the end of the year.
And that's because Ares is already qualified.
That's absolutely right. All right, let's throw over to the fishbowl. Our boys in the booth are gonna call this fight for us.
Thank you, Kyle. This is Ricky Willems checking in here with Adam Wrigley. We will be giving you the play-by-play today for all of your fights. Robotic voices raining down from on high. We have a great view sitting in our complex and state-of-the-art control room.
Surrounded by screens in here, and we can see everything up close and personal with multiple replay angles and everything else. So excited to be giving you the call from in here.
Yeah, I am excited for this matchup. Ares has really jumped onto the scene really intensely, showing up with a fire-based mini bot and a very potent vertical spinner main, we'll say larger segment. And of course, that is a absolutely vicious robot it is going to be going against.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting with the 30-pounders. You see a lot of people pick and choose the events they come to. You don't come to a ton of events with 30-pounders because they're bigger, they're more expensive. But Ares has been coming to a lot of events, and they've really been dialing it in, evolving it, and changing it every time. It's been getting better and better. This time they've got their companion multi-bot, which is like a flame-throwing crusher. Right. And they do really have their work cut out here, going up against a 45-pound shuffling vertical spinner. Of course, when you have those little feet that are poking out the top, you get a 50% weight bonus. There's no wheels on that robot. It's actually kind of walking around on those feet, so we get a little weight bonus. So they get a lot more weight for being for having those feet. Ares is going to get a weight bonus for being a multi-bot. So you've got a combination of, I believe it's probably, what is it, 42 versus 45 pounds in here right now?
So these are roughly the same when you combine the two of these smaller robots. The weight is in the ballpark. Still, though, having one big honking robot with a really intense weapon on the end, and this is worth pointing out, that robot has no wheels whatsoever, and it has no friction-reducing element on the front end. So its front is just dragging on the ground. Makes it very hard to push around the arena.
The floor is so pretty. I don't think it's going to be quite so pretty at the end of this fight.
No, I think we've got approximately 5 seconds left of pretty floor.
We'll see what Ares does here. They're lined up to take a big rush. We'll see.
Yeah, I would expect that is a big spinner on its opponent. They want to get to it as quick as possible.
Fight, robots, fight.
And that is exactly.
Wow! Flying up into the wall, upside down already.
That takes some serious guts to go weapon to weapon with something as big and dangerous as Mirage.
Ares having a little bit of drive issue here. Looks like their left side is down after that initial hit. Is this going to be enough? We've seen Mirage get stuck on its head earlier today. They kind of did the thing, as we say. weapon to weapon here. Not what Aries wanted.
Oh, that is a bad spot for Aries to come out of it. We're not seeing anything from its mini-bot.
Aries, both half of Aries are having drive issues. And, you know, I am very surprised here. I thought Aries was going to come on and put on a show, but...
You'll notice, though, Adam, the weapon is currently down on Mirage.
Oh, not anymore.
No, not anymore. I spoke too soon.
They heard you, and they turned it back on. Aries stuck on its head, calling for an unstick as Mirage goes after the flame bot and dismantles it
that
in the background.
Bot is nothing but a pile of parts now, and the main robot for Aries is just sitting duck in the arena right now.
It seems that those drive issues are a little bit worse when they're upside down. You know, the weight distribution is not right. You've only got a couple of rear wheels, and with only half the drive, Aries unable to move. Looks like Mirage is going to take this, and you got to think this is an upset. Mirage coming in and defeating MIT and Aries, who have been having great performances all season.
Mirage is an absolute force today. They are so unshakable in their performance. Such a stable robot, such a heavy hitter.
Aries just propped up against the wall. You can hear the crowd counting him out. That's it.
Very impressive performance from both robots, but obviously much more so from Mirage. That robot has every view in the world to take it all the way to the finals today.
You know, Aries came out early, won the first engagement. You thought they were going to be able to take it with Mirage up on their head, but Mirage able to get back on their feet. And it was all Mirage from there on out. Aries had nothing against the mass of Mirage.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if there were some tactical errors in the driving on Aries today. They were able to win a few exchanges, and that one that didn't go in their direction, would a half a centimeter, another half a degree in some direction have changed that? It's hard to say, but it does leave you wondering.
A close fight, but let's throw it back to the desk.
Wow, that was absolutely impressive. The hungrier Mirage able to pull out the win there.
That's not what I was expecting.
Not what I was expecting at all. Now listen, Aries is already qualified for the World Championships, so it is quite impressive to see Mirage defeat a qualifying bot like that, but maybe that had something to do with it. Let's check out the replay right now.
That first hit was just about all Aries.
And once Mirage has gotten on its head today, it has really struggled to maintain control of the fight because it has so many opportunities to do the thing, but they keep falling back onto those shuffler pods, able to move around, and then once they got back onto their feet, so to speak, it was all Mirage. That weapon, that mass, was too much to handle.
That was a lot. A big chunky guy, and he was able to knock some stuff off of Aries, and, well, that was enough to do it.
Amazing job by the Mirage team. Really impressed with their work today. They will be moving on to the next round. Impressive.
They're also now qualified.
They are also now qualified.